The board is now in open session. I will now instruct the members of the board regarding the proper process of reaching decision in this grievance. Having heard the grievance, the board has the following options. The board may vote to grant the requested remedies, which means that they believe the relief requested should be granted. We may also vote to deny the grievance, which means they do not believe the relief requested should be, or they believe that the requested relief should be denied. We may grant in part and or deny in part any or all of the relief requested. Finally, the board may take no action regarding the complaint at this meeting. Throughout the decision-making process, the board should consider only the complaint presentation, the complainant, and any information or documentation supplied with the complaint. We are not to consider any statement or other information that we may have heard outside of this hearing. At this time, I'll ask if the board has any further deliberation. Go ahead.
Okay, a couple of things I'd like to say is that on February 20th, when you keep saying in the grievance that there was no discussion or deliberation or debate, in February 20th, our board budget workshop, we spent a great deal of time talking about salaries and the different options of salaries, how much to give, what our employees deserve. We went through preliminary budgets. It was a lengthy discussion. And unfortunately, no one outside of the board or central office staff attended the budget workshop. So we have had a discussion. It was also on our March board meeting, and no one had any other remarks to make that I recall. But so, as we do in a lot of our action items, we tend to put them on our agendas 1 or 2 months ahead, discuss them, and then bring them to a vote at a board meeting where many times there aren't discussions because we discuss them at earlier board meetings or at workshops. So I do think I wanted to be on the record that we have had a discussion on the salaries and the compensation and for our district employees, along with other stipends, et cetera, that are part of the preliminary budget. And also, I'm not sure if you're aware that in our board operating procedures, we adopted Robert's Rules of Order for small boards. We adopted that in the fall. You'll find them posted on the Del Valley ISD website under Board of Trustees, our pictures, it's at the top. And on those, because we adopted that because the Robert's Rules of Orders for small boards allows for small boards to operate in a more relaxed manner. And so we've been doing that, but we put it in our operating procedures this year as recommended by every Robert's Rules of Order workshop I've attended has recommended that. And so I wanted you all to be aware of that that's what we operate under. And it is a little bit more relaxed environment and not the pages and pages of Robert's Rules of Order that you indicated in the grievance. So those are my 2 comments.
Okay. Do we have any other deliberation from board members?
Since I'm named in the grievance, I think I would speak on it. At the April board meeting, I did request that we go into closed session. And since then I've learned that because we did not post for the item, I didn't specifically identify any legal questions. I had questions about the materials that y'all sent us 2 days before that board meeting. Unfortunately, like Ann said, we had been discussing this amongst ourselves for several months. I've been looking into it, and there were a few things I thought that your presentation warranted looking further into, but given the little bit of time that we had between when I received it and the next board meeting, I didn't have enough time to get those answers from staff to be able to fully do my own research then and make a determination. So I wanted to break for getting those answers so that I could maybe enter into discussion or not. But since then I found out that accordingly, we should have posted, we would have had to have posted it for an item for executive session if we were going to be able to go into executive session. Unfortunately, we were not, so I believe that the board president rightly denied me that opportunity, but again, it's unfortunate that there wasn't enough time for me to fully delve into the materials. I regret not having had that opportunity to look further into it, but I would have liked to have those at the budget workshop when we were deliberating for several hours on a Saturday about all of this stuff. So I just want to put that out there that I don't feel aggrieved myself as a fellow board member that my voice was suppressed. She rightly, from a procedural standpoint, I believe, had to deny my request.
Any other questions? All right. At this time, do I have a motion regarding the grievance? Okay, Darla?
I move that the board deny the grievance and the request for relief at this time.
Darla makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Susanna seconds. All those in favor?